The first body was found just before sunrise. At first, everyone believed it had been a bear attack. The man had entered Black Hollow Forest to collect firewood, just as he had done hundreds of times before. He knew every trail, every stream, and every ancient oak. He had survived harsh winters, violent storms, and encounters with wild animals. But this time, he never came home. When the search party finally discovered him, his axe was buried deep in the muddy ground nearly 20 feet away. It looked as though he had thrown it while desperately trying to escape. The trees surrounding the area were covered with deep claw marks. His footprints suddenly stopped in the middle of the trail. There were no signs of a struggle, no blood leading away, only silence, and something that made every experienced hunter uneasy: large wolf tracks, except they weren't normal. Each print was nearly twice the size of any wolf known to live in those mountains. The villagers tried to convince themselves it was just an unusually large animal. They were wrong, because that was only the beginning. Over the next 3 weeks, more people disappeared inside Black Hollow Forest. A shepherd vanished while searching for a missing sheep. 2 brothers collecting mushrooms never returned. An old trapper was found dead beside his campsite, his fire still burning as if whatever attacked him had struck without warning. No one heard screams. No one saw the attacker. Only those impossible footprints remained. Fear spread faster than wildfire. Children were forbidden from leaving their homes after sunset. Farmers refused to work near the forest's edge. Travelers began taking routes that added days to their journeys simply to avoid Black Hollow. Soon the villagers stopped calling it a forest. They called it the Devil's Woods. The local hunters organized a tracking party. 10 experienced men entered the forest carrying rifles, lanterns, hunting dogs, and enough supplies for several days. They expected to return with the wolf's body. Instead, only 6 returned. The survivors looked as though they had aged 10 years overnight. One hunter had deep claw wounds across his back. Another refused to speak ever again. The oldest hunter, a man respected for 40 years of experience, simply whispered one sentence before collapsing. "It wasn't hunting us. It was playing with us." His words chilled everyone. The hunters described hearing footsteps circling their camp all night. Branches snapped from every direction. The dogs whimpered instead of barking. Then, sometime after midnight, every sound disappeared. No wind, no insects, no birds, nothing. That was when the wolf appeared. It stepped silently between the trees. Moonlight revealed its enormous body. Its shoulders reached nearly the height of a horse. Its gray-black fur seemed to swallow the light. Its eyes reflected an unnatural golden glow. One hunter fired immediately. The bullet struck. The wolf didn't even flinch. Instead, it stared directly at them, almost like it understood exactly who had pulled the trigger. Then it vanished into the darkness. Moments later, the screaming began. Not from ahead, not from behind, from every direction at once. Panic spread through the camp. Men fired wildly into the darkness. The lanterns shattered. Smoke filled the air. When daylight finally came, hunters had disappeared. Only blood remained. No bodies were ever found. After that incident, nobody willingly entered Black Hollow Forest. Months passed. Nature slowly reclaimed abandoned trails. The village survived by hunting farther away. People hoped the nightmare had ended. Then winter arrived. Heavy snow covered every mountain path. Fresh snow reveals every animal track. And that's exactly what terrified everyone. Each morning, villagers discovered enormous wolf prints circling their homes. The tracks stopped outside bedroom windows, outside children's doors, outside barns. The wolf wasn't trapped inside the forest anymore. It was watching them, every night, waiting. Then livestock began disappearing. Not just 1 or 2 animals. Entire pens were emptied. Fences remained untouched. No signs of forced entry, just giant tracks leading back toward Black Hollow. Some villagers claimed they heard low growling outside after midnight. Others swore they saw glowing eyes staring from the tree line. No one dared investigate. The mayor sent riders to nearby towns requesting professional wolf hunters. Within days, 3 famous trackers arrived. These men had hunted dangerous predators across mountains and frozen wilderness for decades. They laughed when they heard the villagers' stories. A giant monster wolf? We've heard better fairy tales. Their confidence lasted exactly one night. They followed the tracks deep into Black Hollow. Hours later, 2 horses returned alone. The next morning, a search team discovered the hunters' abandoned camp. Their rifles remained leaning against trees. Their food sat untouched over the fire. One notebook lay open. Inside, the final sentence had been written in shaky handwriting. "It keeps leading us in circles. We hear breathing behind us, but nothing is there." The writing stopped abruptly. The hunters were never found. Now even neighboring villages refused to approach Black Hollow. Stories spread across the region. Some believed the wolf was cursed. Others believed it was a demon wearing the shape of an animal. Old legends resurfaced. Centuries earlier, people claimed a cruel warlord had slaughtered innocent families within those woods. According to local folklore, their hatred transformed into a guardian beast that hunted anyone who disturbed the forest. Most dismissed the tale as superstition, until one old woman spoke. She claimed her grandfather had encountered the same wolf nearly 60 years earlier. According to him, the creature never aged, never weakened, never left tracks unless it wanted to be followed, and anyone who chased it disappeared forever. Years passed. The attacks became less frequent. People cautiously returned to the forest. Nothing happened. For nearly a decade, many believed the nightmare had finally ended. Then a group of university students decided to document forgotten legends. Black Hollow Forest became one of their destinations. There were 6 of them. They carried cameras, GPS equipment, satellite phones, and modern camping gear. Technology would keep them safe, or so they believed. The students regularly uploaded video diaries. Day 1. Everything seemed normal. Beautiful scenery, birdsong, jokes around the campfire. Day 2. One student mentioned hearing footsteps outside the tent all night. The others laughed. Day 3. Their cameras repeatedly captured strange, glowing reflections between the trees. They assumed it was deer. Day 4. One student disappeared while collecting water. The remaining 5 searched for hours. Nothing. Only oversized wolf tracks in fresh mud. Then the recordings became disturbing. The students whispered that something was circling the camp every night. Food vanished. Equipment moved by itself. Their GPS constantly redirected them back to the same clearing. One student claimed they had walked north for 6 hours, yet somehow returned to their original campsite. The final video was uploaded just after midnight. The camera shook violently. Heavy breathing filled the microphone. One student whispered, "Something is outside." Another replied, "Don't look into its eyes." Then, a deep growl echoed through the darkness. The camera turned toward the trees. For a single second, 2 glowing golden eyes appeared, far higher above the ground than any ordinary wolf should stand. The video ended. Search teams later recovered the abandoned campsite. 5 backpacks remained, 5 sleeping bags, 5 untouched meals, but no people. The 6th student was eventually found wandering alone nearly 20 miles away. He never fully recovered. When investigators questioned him, he repeated only one sentence, over and over, "It let me leave." It wanted someone to tell the story. Today, Black Hollow Forest still exists. Local hikers avoid certain trails. Experienced hunters refuse to stay after sunset. Even wildlife seems strangely absent from parts of the forest. On quiet winter mornings, some visitors still report discovering enormous wolf tracks in fresh snow. The footprints begin deep inside the forest, circle abandoned campsites, approach lonely cabins, then disappear without a trace, as if the creature simply stepped into thin air. No official explanation has ever been accepted. No body has ever been found. No hunter has ever proven the wolf existed. But the people living near Black Hollow don't need proof. Because every now and then, when the forest falls completely silent, and every bird suddenly stops singing. They lock their doors, blow out their lanterns, stay away from the windows, and pray that the thing watching from the darkness chooses someone else. Because if the legends are true, the wolf isn't hunting for food, it's hunting for fear, and once it learns your scent, it never forgets.